everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here again. Today we're going to have a look at the guitar solo to one of my favorite Turn That Shit Up songs of all time, Copperhead Road and Steve Earle, with a solo put down, I believe, by country picker Donnie Roberts, but I could be mistaken about that. Now, I'm not much of a country fan in a general sense, however, something about Steve Earle's late 80s blend of rock and outlaw country always struck a chord with me, and I've been a big fan of his throughout much of his career as a result. His two more rocking albums, Copperhead Road and its follow-up, The Hard Way, being the two that really stand out for me personally. Regardless, today, like I said, we're going to have a look at that fantastic twangy little solo to Copperhead Road. So let's close in and get started, shall we? So then, the solo to Copperhead Road by Steve Earle. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial, working in the key of D major, using pretty much the D Mixolydian scale. Right there. Now the solo itself is pretty much following much of the same melody that the mandolin is playing throughout most of this track, but on a twangy electric guitar with a few variations and embellishments here and there. So what we're actually fingering here is mostly on the G string. That right there. Open G onto 2. A little hammer on. Drop onto the 4, quickly pull it off to 2, off to open, back onto 2. Right, but to give it all of its flavor, we're going to play that along with the open D string. Right? And then we drop into this. We're going to take our pinky, drop it onto the 4 of the G, slide it into 5, and drop our index on the 3 of the high E. And then you're going to do a little back and forth between those two notes twice. And then you're going to go back to this 5 of the G, quickly pull it off to 4 and 2 and open, all in one motion. And then drop right back onto that 2 again, and we're going to finish the last couple of notes of this phrase along with the open D string again. Right, dropping back onto that 4, off to 2 and open, back onto 2, right? Right, and then we're going to repeat that. Right, and then the rhythm shifts off into G at this point. We're going to play something very similar, using a lot of the same notes. Start it off like that. So now we're starting with open D, open G 3 times. And then we're just going to go 2, 4, 5 of the G, pulling that 5 back off to 4, off to 2, off to open. Back onto the 2, 4, back off to open, right? And then we're into this. Great little country-like lick here. So we're going to drop back onto this 4 of the G, slide it into 5, grab the 3 of the B, slide that 5 back to 4 of the G, and then off to open G. Onto the 2, off to open, and then 4 of the D off to open, and then we're going to finish this phrase with an open A, drop onto the 3 of the A, and then back into a D chord again. Kind of like that, right? You're kind of letting those first couple of notes ring together, like those right there. And then you repeat. And then we finish the solo with this. So we're going to go 3rd fret of the A down to open D, and then you're going to pull off 2 of the G off to open, 4 of the D off to open, and then 3 of the A down to open D, and then a quick little pull off from 2 of the D off to open, grab the 3rd fret of the A, and then finish with a little D chord here. Right, and that's the end of the solo. So, from the top, nice and slow. is how you play the solo to Copperhead Road by Steve Earle, and whoever the guitar player was who played on the studio session of this track. And certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful, and if you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.